now we will discuss the proper anatomy and go over the exact pixels and the dimensions for images on our Facebook timeline business page or a fan page. People do refer to it as different titles. We do focus on those in this course, and we really want all of our images that we use for ads, for cover photos, for custom tabs to be correct and really pop within our ads and our cover photos and the existing places that they will be placed. So let's break down this example of a timeline for one of our Facebook pages so that we are definitely informed of the proper dimensions. And we will start right here with our cover photo, the one that is circled in the very middle. We have discussed this in previous videos, but we're going to get to the exact dimensions on every single picture in this overview. So beginning with the cover photo, you see it is at 851 by 315. Now below this video are several locations to where you can have your pictures adjusted. These are several easy to use programs and free to adjust the dimensions of your picture so that they really pop within Facebook. And you'll get to notice that sometimes one picture that you think will look really good, once it's adjusted to fit the proper pixels, may not look so good. So give it some effort, some thought, and continue till you find that one picture that you want by simply using some of these free services below. So again, the largest one here starting on our timeline would be the cover photo of 851 by 315. Now we will move here to the lower left hand side, just a little down in the left hand corner of the page, where you see the cover photo right here. Now we have discussed this before. We do have it eventually become 160 by 160. Now remember that you will minimally upload one that is 180 by 180, and then when Facebook does their little magic to it, the final numbers will come out to 160 by 160. So find something that's popping there, your brand image, a nice good shot of your beautiful smile, whatever you choose, make sure it fits there and looks appropriate. And for people that are going to do their own customized headings, their own customized cover photos, and have verbiage at the top, we do see that it's 210 pixels from the top of the page to the very top of your cover photo, and just very small area from the left hand side right there of your cover photo to the edge of the page at 23 pixels. So very important numbers to remember if you are doing some custom editing on your own. Now as we scroll down, we are very aware of how important custom tabs are here, as we have discussed in some previous videos. And these sizes, the custom tab images, each one, we do have 3 here, are 111 by 74. So we have discussed how to add these, how to customize them. Please refer to the videos that discuss this in detail and make sure that once you adjust the pictures, they are 111 by 74. And as we did discuss, the very first spot right here will always be the last photograph that was uploaded to your page. Something to remember. As we move down the page, we will start on the left hand side where you see shared image. So you know how this works. When you do share an image from another site, it will show up on your wall at 403 by 403 pixels. So something to remember, and it gets a little tricky here, but just remember that when you go to upload one, it will read 2048 by 2048. So don't let these numbers confuse you. Again, remember, and there are a lot of them there, the easiest thing to remember is that when you share an image on your wall, it will come up to this size. And then when they go to view it in the photo viewer on one of your Facebook pages, it does increase to size. So keep that in mind, and when it's uploaded, it will only go to a maximum. When you upload a shared image, this is the maximum 2048 by 2048. I know these numbers can be a bit intimidating, but once again, these are shared images, and if it doesn't fit, you won't be able to share it. And if it wouldn't fit in the first place, that person would not have it posted. So just remember, the main thing to remember are that when you share an image, it will come up at 403 by 403. Very easy to share an image, we know, by simply clicking the share button. As we move to the right-hand side of a page, the very popular status update that we do a lot. And when you do a status update, just remember, and we have quite a bit of leeway here, we can add up to 63,206 characters. Quite a bit. I have never had a problem in getting my point across in that amount of time. So just some stats to fill you in on the exact numbers, and getting a status update in effective in that amount of characters is not a problem, nor will it pose one. And when you have a link preview, when someone is checking out what the image will appear like, what it will look like for a link that you place within a status update, here is the size of it. So it gives us a nice little size. So you have a good image that will be associated to whatever your status update is. And we know that when you enter a website or certain locations, there are options that Facebook brings up of featured images. So keep in mind that your status update link preview will be a good size at 90 by 90. So a good spot to get a very nice visual in. And we will scroll down to a few more important sizes here. As it reads, other important sizes, we see your custom tab favicon, and that is simply the little let's try that again, condensed image of, and we will scroll up, of your cover photo. So when you place an ad, you will notice that you do see your custom tab favicon, or when you reply to someone's status update, you notice these smaller images throughout Facebook, and that's what they are. So it's a very small one, but it is quite effective. So keep that in mind when you are, and we will scroll back up, choosing your cover photo, that it will appear as your tab favicon. So something to keep in mind. Now, other sizes here, when we do a sponsored story ad, you do have a decent size. You can see 194 by 139 pixels, and then your ad image. This is the image, just what it reads, that is associated with the ad you place in Facebook. And I like this because it does give us a nice size of 100 by 72 pixels. So keep these sizes in mind when you are choosing what your ads will be, because they will appear right here in these sizes that we just discussed. And moving on to the last little bit of information we have here for you, I like this one. You know, we are able to highlight posts. So you see what happens when you do reach a milestone on your page, or you do highlight a post within your page. It is quite large, and I do like to do this a lot. So keep in mind, when you want a post to pop, you want people to see it when they're visiting your page, highlighting it is a good option. Very simple to do. We know we just simply click and select highlighted post, and there it is. And look at the size of that, 843 by 403. So highlighting a post is very effective. And as you can see on this example, you get a great amount, an area of real estate here when you highlight a post.